name is Nurul Ain binti Ahmad Kasasi.
My name is Laika Nur Ain from Group 3.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nisha Maisara binti Mahmur.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Almira Shaniza binti Muhammad Saleh.
My name is Nur Atira Wafa binti Muhammad Azhari.
First of all, I want to talk about the introduction, which is the background of the JAYA Hospital. JAYA Hospital project has been approved by the Economic Planning Unit of the Prime Minister Department and implemented under the 10th Malaysia Plan in 2011. The objective of the hospital is to minimize the overcrowding at Sarawak General Hospital and to be a specialised institution for maternal and child health care at Kuching. The project has been awarded to Zekon Berhad, the main contractor, by the JKR. With the given budget RM495 million, Zekon Berhad has started the construction in May 2013 and should be complete by November 2016. However, there was a delay, which is only 34.5% construction finished during the inspection in July 2018, and Zekon Berhad appealed for the extension until December 2018. Zekon Berhad has been terminated due to the delay and the unsatisfactory progress by July 2018. The former government under the Pakatan Harapan then retendered the project to the public to find a new contractor in February 2019 until April 2019. However, there was no eligible tenderers, and the Minister of Finance decided to re-tender the hospital project again among the pre-qualification companies in August 2019 until August 2020. The Deputy Health Minister, Datuk Aaron Ago Dagang, updated in August 2020 that JAYA Hospital project has been past the procurement phase for tenderers and currently in the tender evaluation stage. He also stated that letter of acceptance of the JAYA Hospital project will be issued in January 2021.
Tidak lagi boleh.
So there are three problems occurred during the project of JAYA Hospital in Sarawak, which consists of: first, termination of Zekon Berhad as contractor due to delay in project execution; 2, inadequate early planning by Zekon Berhad; and 3, re-tendering by the government has caused loss in terms of money and also time. The first problem arises is the hospital in Kuching was expected to be finished on 29 November 2016, but only 34.54% of the project was completed as of June this year, with the completion date has been pushed back to December. The delay has caused overcrowding at the General Hospital of Sarawak. JAYA Hospital is expected to ease the congestion and also serve residents in the rapidly expanding region. Persistent delays, however, have led to extreme overcrowding at the largest hospital in the state. Referring to a newspaper article by the Star Online in 2019, a notice of contractor termination was given to Zekon Berhad by Public Works Department, also known as JKR, due to unsatisfactory project progress. Moving on to the second point, it is possible to evaluate delays depending on the criticality of program activities. The project delay occurs when a critical path operation is postponed and has an effect of the successor activities and the overall project. In this case, the contractor has failed to ensure that the activities on critical path are not delayed. This can be seen as the project progress is below 35% and has been overrun for a long period of time. The delay is reflected in the whole project when the tasks of the critical path are delayed. Zikon Berhad has failed to see the importance to evaluate the essential activities and examine whether job sequencing can be conducted for successful project management. Coming to the last problem, Deputy Minister of Health has announced that the Public Works Department was carrying out an open tender process to complete the balance of abandoned work at Putrajaya Hospital. It is reported that on 15 January this year, the Sarawak Federal Central Tender Board (FCTB) stipulated that the project valued at 40 million would be retendered due to the delay of the letter of agreement from the effective tenderer for the extension of the tender validity period.
The government had implemented some solution to overcome the problem of Putrajaya Hospital project delay. First is the government had terminated the main contractor, which is Zikon Berhad, and opened all the documents of the project for retender. The former Health Minister, Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad, stated on July 2018 that the Cabinet had approved for the proposal to terminate the main contractor of Putrajaya Hospital in July 2018 due to the delay progress. The hospital project had been given to the Public Works Department (JKR) as the main contractor. Then the JKR retendered the project in February 2019 until April 2019, but there was no eligible tenderers. The Ministry of Finance then decided to retender the project again in August 2019 until August 2020, but with some restrictions to avoid the repetition of the delayed progress of Putrajaya Hospital. The tender only open to the pre-qualification company, which is first registered with the Construction Industry Development Board. Second, have field code B29, which is health building work. Third, has a certificate of completion to carry out the previously abandoned projects.
The next solution is the Public Workers Department (JKR) has imposed a permanent compensation to the Hospital Putrajaya contractors. The new hospital at the Sarawak General Hospital is expected to ease the congestion and also to serve the residents in the rapidly expanding city. Currently, there are 23 hospitals and clinics project nationwide, which the ministry has classified as the red zone, which indicate that the project were delayed by 20%. 9 of the 23 are hospital care, which with other moved back by 2 years. The contract was first rewarded by JKR in April 2013 to Zikon. In a submission to Bursa Malaysia at the time, the engineering and construction company that based in Sarawak said the project had a 42 months of period. In its media relief, JKR said it is imposed a permanent compensation to Putrajaya Hospital contractor amounting to, can you guess it? Is a 9 million 219,205 ringgit 55 cent. The permanent compensation of 89,000 ringgit per day for 103 days because the contractor failed to complete the Hospital Petra Jaya project that estimated to be complete on 9 June. So the permanent compensation is paid from 10 June 2017 until the extended period completion period is implemented, which is estimated to be completed on 30 June 2018. Citing a report from Utusan Borneo, JKR has claimed in its media statement that they has issued the notice of termination purpose to the contractor on 7 August due to continued failure to complete the project. However, the contractor has made a new commitment that by 30 June 2018, they will be able to complete the project. JKR statement that stated on 10 August 2017, the National Development Project Intervention Committee, as known as NDPIC, agreed that the contractor were allowed to proceed and complete their project until 30 June 2018. The Petra Jaya Hospital project were approved by the Prime Minister Economics Planning Unit and initiated under the 10th Malaysian Plan in 2011. The construction phase of JKR Malaysia began on 13 May 2013 and was scheduled to be complete on 30 June 2018. After his keynote address at the 2018 Healthcare Forum in Kuala Lumpur, Dr. Zulkifli has told the reporter that they cannot tolerate with any delay, and this is a message to all the contractors that the government does not tolerate with the bad works. Dr. Zulkifli held a meeting during a trip to the Sarawak State Capital with the Sarawak State Health Department and also JKR. They decided the contract held by Zecon should be discontinued. Do you wonder why the Zecon contract want to be discontinued by the government? It is because a visit to the project site showed that only 34.54% of 300 bed hospital has been completed. Even after the initial deadline of 29 November 2016 extend to December this year.
First recommendation is to have backup plans for future projects. It is important for every project management to have backup plans because the outcome of the project cannot be predicted whether it will go smoothly or badly. Besides, it is a necessity especially for the bigger projects that cost more than $1 million. For instance, as this project of Petra Jaya Hospital that given 495 million was delayed due to a lot of issues. All the parties involved should have taken an immediate action, and that's the use of the backup plan regarding to this matter. This project started in 2013, but till this day, the project has not finished because it was delayed for too long. After Zecon Berhad was terminated as the main contractor of the project by the Public Works Department JKR due to unsatisfactory project progress, the JKR became the main contractor, which then they retendered the project as an open tender to the public to complete the delayed project, but then there was no eligible tenders. The main purpose of this project is to reduce the overcrowding at the General Hospital of Sarawak and serve the citizens with better care, improvement of facilities, as well as have more spaces for sick terminal patients. Due to the project delay, as the people of Sarawak continue to wait year after year for these projects to be completed, patients and their families continue to suffer, and in some cases, it will cost them their lives, where this caused the continuation of extreme overcrowding at the General Hospital. In my opinion, every project should have at least one backup plan to overcome the issues which avoid long delays during the project and reduce the cost as well. The JKR need to have a backup contractors and project plans when the main contractor that they hired give unsatisfactory result, because this will save time for the delays, and the Putrajaya Hospital project should be done within the required time.
The next recommendation is the project must well planned and executed. To have a well planned project is important to keeping the project on time. As the name implies, a well planned and executed project brings together numerous key elements, the most important of which is selecting the right project manager. This position required the person to be very skilled and to be detailed in order to deal with team members and stakeholders, and to have a good technical communication and skills. A great project plan, which can be easily updated as the project progresses, present a clear view of the project that enables management to quickly diagnose potential challenges and resolve problems before costly delays arise. Poor planning will not allow adequate processes of implementation and control or achievement of the project's objective. For example, in the case of Putrajaya Hospital, the project was delayed due to inadequate early planning by Zekon Berhad. Therefore, since the project manager is fully responsible for the project's achievement, he is responsible for ensuring that all the planning processes are carried out properly. The last recommendation is the workers must have clear roles and responsibilities. Many staff, contractors, subcontractors, manager and other staff directly participate in the construction project. If the responsibilities of each party are not defined exactly in the project, critical tasks can be ignored and significant project delays are created. When we set out clear roles and responsibilities, everyone will know what we expect of them within the group. They know how to do what they have to do and how to achieve the goals of the group. Therefore, it is important to have clear roles and responsibilities among workers in order to accomplish the goals. For instance, in the case of Putrajaya Hospital, Zekon Berhad is not responsible when the company failed to complete the project on time, where the contract of Zekon Berhad as the main contractor in Sarawak for Putrajaya Hospital was terminated due to unacceptable delays. Therefore, JKR needs to hold people accountable by defining clear roles and responsibilities for all concerned. Establishing accountability is part of an efficient project and schedule. We must remember that we do not only focus on what we need to be done, but who will responsible do it and when. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, this project has been delayed and postponed for too long due to many challenges and issues. Putrajaya Hospital project is one of the biggest projects in Sarawak that ever proposed, which aim to overcome the congestion issues, since the General Hospital of Sarawak has faced the congestion of patients and long delays in outpatient services due to an increase in population. This hospital project is another accessibility and surely see this as a huge benefit for the citizens of Sarawak. Putrajaya Hospital will be a specialized institution which mainly focus on maternal and child health care, which this will also increase the health services as well as to provide better facilities. It will enable the doctors and nurses to give effective service delivery as they work hard to deliver quality and effective care to patients. Then the federal government should take part in this matter to ensure that every physical development and human capital of Sarawakians are to be taken care of and enable for the local population to have access to a better health care. The Putrajaya Hospital project is now currently under evaluation stage, which the next tender will resume the construction starting next year and expected